Welcome to Class Notes. Tonight, we're going to be looking at arm bars and Muso Doris on the ground as we get into them from Setsuyaku. Hi, I'm Mark White, owner of Discovery Martial Arts. Tonight, as we continue our ground phase, we're going to be looking at arm bars and Muso Doris from certain situations. To get into that, we're actually going to be looking at Henka from kata in Shinden Fudo Ryu called Setsuyaku, which means snow sparkle. Before we start the video, if you could take a moment, if you already haven't, please click below and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us a ton and we really appreciate it. If you like the video too, that also helps. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video.
Look at it from a very simplistic standpoint, and then we'll get a little more complicated with it. But basically it's a right lunging grab, right there. I'm moving out, kind of getting into here, kind of coming up into here. It's very kind of similar to Hoteki, but it's kind of from the other side. So we're kind of like this, and we're just gonna kind of step by and just take it down. You know, nothing crazy, nothing hard. This is just warm up. You know, we don't have to reach the leg or anything like that. So here, backing out, here, and down to start. Oh yeah, let's do that since there's a camera. Yeah. Here, controlling, stepping, leaning, and then just a quick little down from there. A lot of things. Show you. So that punch is coming in. Here, whoop. Here. Whoop. Okay. Nice, simple. There's multiple variations we'll look at tonight. I don't really like this variation to start with because you're gonna get clobbered with the other hand. So we'll look at defeating that in a second, but let's just warm up with that. As this comes forward, I'm stepping back with this side. All right, that out gets me the ability to do the hand. All right, if I move inside, I really can't get back here. I'm kind of more in position for an onikadaki. So I'm stepping back with this side and forward with this side. And as I do that, I'm turning his hand this way and pushing down on it. Okay? As I step forward, my shoulder's right into him. And now, it's easy to go down. Okay? So again, one more time. So I'm stepping back to get that, to drag that out. Whoa, come on. Dragging this out and then stepping in with this side, turning this, getting him up, pushing. Very similar to what we looked at before with the knife side. Shifting my weight forward. Now I have all that weight on that shoulder, stepping behind, going, okay? So a lot of people, they'll get in here and they'll be here, which this is gonna be a massive problem, right? I don't want that to be a problem, right? That punch was gonna be very tough. Try to throw the punch. Right. The other, one of the classical options too is this comes in, one here, that punch comes in, whoa. But you're gonna, and then we go from there. That's the secondary option. Okay, so let's just go back to what we're doing. 1, 2, turn, push, lean, down. Okay, nothing too hard. We're just looking at this kind of gritty.
First version that you showed, is it considered a kind of a version of onikadaki? No, sorry.
Multi-yaku?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of see it that way. Because there is this happening. So there's that little bit of a multi-action. So it's not there. Okay, so there is that. It's more this I'm really concerned with. Okay. Grab my foot, we're gonna change the fucking tactic. Yeah. and down. All right, if this was a punch, this would be different. We'll look at that in a little bit. So now I'm just kind of pushing it out, either this way or this way. I don't care which way you go. I'm trying to stay away from that hand. Turn, down. Okay, and then proceed. Hi, Mr. Nee, can I borrow you? Is that, this is an oar, right? So this is here, this is perfectly straight up and down-ish. But if I move this back, her shoulder goes this way. Right? So I can bash into her shoulder, I can just move the hand. Like that also. One side has a counteraction of the other. Do we see that? Right? So just isolate this here. Here, relax, it's fine. So I get this here. If I pull this hand back, this shoulder goes that way. So as I come into this, instead of taking the whole thing this way, it's not gonna get her lean, I'm gonna pull this back. Whew. So it looks like I can be bashing her in the shoulder, but I can also pull this back at the same time to really get that going. So use that kind of counteraction. All right, it will show up in the stuff on the ground too. All right, go ahead. Actually, let's finish the whole thing. So she comes in, whoa, whoa, here. Just simple, 1, 2. Let's just get into a little sliding down the flagpole armbar start. Okay, good.
Going through this and getting them down, and we're going for this armbar here. An armbar happens close to somebody, not far away from them. So maybe we're stomping through the face or what have you as we start to get to position. But right now, Mr. Arden is nice and on his side, and I'll see a lot of people bend their knees to about here. You can see a foot between my tailbone and his shoulder. If I go back here, what ends up happening is he has a lot of space and he can turn and get control. This breaks down, and now I'm defending myself. And I really don't want that. I want to break this guy. So, yeah. So here we go. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna think, what if I can almost get this shoulder almost forward of his other one as I step through, and I'm gonna slide down on this to the point where I feel like I can sit on his shoulder. Sorry, Arden. I'm not sorry. Yeah, but here I am. Now my hips are tight, and when I go back, yeah, I was gonna say that break's already happened. We don't wanna give them that escape opportunity, so keep, with a lot of arm bars, having your tailbone right up on the shoulder is a really good place to live. Not 100% true all the time, but a really good place to start. Sound good? Yosh. If I could just lay Heidi down really fast. I'm just gonna be lay on your back, ma'am. There we go. That's how you take an attacker down. Please just lay down, and they go, okay. So we've gone down for our arm bar, and for whatever reason, we slipped. Our flexibility might not be there to sort of get a deep squat. Whatever reason, I'm kind of far away from my partner. She can bend her arm here, and she can generally move. And this isn't a very tight place. Remember, I'm gonna have to work. I don't like that. I don't like work, sucks. So I'm gonna pull in with my heels and, oh, sorry, I eat a finger. Yeah, we're bringing this up and sitting up. This is a ratchet. This is like a ratcheting system. Now my bum is much closer to her. It's almost under her shoulder. As I go back, you know it's tight when it lifts your partner. And you get the break before you even hit the ground, as opposed to having to struggle for it on the ground. So if you do find this loose, in fact, even if you don't, go down. If your partner taps, great. If they don't tap, great. Practice sitting up, pulling in with your heels. It's like going a reverse fireman pull for a second, and then pull in with your heels and go back. See if we can really get that tightness and that control. That's it. Have fun. Thank you, man.
Working on this to get the takedown to the armbar. So let's actually look at, start from a grab, kind of standpoint. Yeah, we can be here. It could be grab, punch, I don't care. Let's just, for simplicity purposes, let's do it. This muffly kind of thing. I'm just gonna step in, grab this, or back to the same position, take her down. Now, I kind of screwed up a little bit. So she's actually gonna pull me down and around. Wow. Oh, and here. All right. Which now she is going to come up and get a Muso Dori on me. Muso Dori on me. Okay. So now that's stood up and she's got into the Muso Dori. Okay. So all we've added is the beginning is exactly the same. We're just starting from a grasp. Here, break the step off to the side and it pushes it down, get into here. Do that takedown. She's just like, roll me over. Oh, get on top and look where her hand is. See this hand right here? It's under my arm. Because it always kind of was. She's gonna take, push, transition, and rotate towards Arden. And there is. Okay, so it's not put my shoulders over. If you look, then if she wanted to, she could actually twist my hand back around and go right into an armbar. Same position. Exact same position. I'm different. My skeletal alignment's different. But she's basically doing what I was doing to her. Okay? This may look like a ton of extra added steps. It's really not. All it is now the person that's going down is getting in the position. You could just go right into the armbar if you want. That's perfectly fine. So in the first one, I was getting the armbar. Now she, is going to, come on up, get the armbar. And she could roll up and do it too. Come back down. She can actually roll up and then get the armbar. Or she could go thimbles up. Okay, so now all we're doing is we're changing it now. The initial attacker turn defender and stacker again. Okay, you see it? We'll be around to help. You guys will get this very good. Yeah, go ahead.
I'd like to make a safety note. I'd like to make a safety note. It's fine.
No, you're right.
Safety note, and this is where I can pick on you if you're wearing a white gi. The way you prevent this happening to you, getting pulled over, is to make sure you're on balance when this person goes down. If I bent over and someone's pulling me, I'm gonna go. Perfect. If I'm bent over. If I'm bent over and somebody's pulling me, I'm gonna go. So we've been working on this. I've got my partner. Here I am. There we go. There's the off balance part. So it's good for stability. And make sure we're not doing that as part of general practice. But we know that this is the plan right now. We know we're working on this. So as we're working through, what I'd like us to do for safety, if you're wearing a white gi, is, because you guys all sit like a yaku nagane. Yeah. It's like, week 4. I'm gonna kind of squat down for my partner if I'm wearing a white gi, and they're just gonna kind of gently pull me over, and I'll just kind of go on my bum. Yeah, we don't have to make it a big fall technique right now. I just don't want somebody's head getting spiked off the ground.
You gotta get into bed and there's somebody in the way. And the option of going around is nothing, so you gotta kind of do that thing where you jump on over.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I just want to be careful of that. That's all.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. I forget which one. Muso Dori. Feels like I don't have enough space to break through.
Okay.
Where body position should you like make that?
You'll want to be pretty tight, and there needs to be a gap for space for the elbow to breaking. Can you show me with your training partner what we're looking at?
Maybe. Let's find out.
Yeah, he's putting on the spot. Yeah.
I need to. So. I already lost the arm.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm here and I don't have quite enough space.
Yeah. Come on over if you guys can't see, okay? So right now it's an issue a little bit with the angulature of the arm.
Okay. So
there we go.
All the way over there.
Now we're getting there. And see how you're kind of down closer to the shoulder? I want to be a little closer to the elbow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yep,
Okay.
that's a little bit better. Generally speaking, you want this nice and rolled over.
Okay.
Yeah. So you see how he's turning his hips? That's where we wanted to end up when we came up.
Okay.
That's how much more rotation you
Now,
see.
see how she's sliding off of you?
Yeah, shift the whole thing up this way.
Now.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So it's a little too low, a little too not perpendicular.
Okay.
There is positioning on this. And I'm going to scoot you on. I'm going to pull Arden in. We're just going to kind of add in an extra little thing. So we've been kind of playing with this as Muso Dori, and we've also been playing with this as what if we come around for an armbar. So we hit our card, we brought him down, and we're working on this armbar. I'm moving away from the counter for a second. So a common defense that you'll see here is
particularly if folks get a bend in the arm, is they will try to grab their own hand with their other hand. They might be trying to grab their wrist, they might be trying to grab their clothing, but no, I'm not getting this. Feet right up and in, sticking that right out, and then there you go. If you want to play with adding that in, totally optional, but just wanted to give you guys a little access to a tool in case, again, this is just a very common defense that you'll see against an armbar. If they get some space, you can still win. That's all. Just give you guys an extra fun tool, an extra chew toy. Have fun. All right.
Well, let's add another variant. Arden, let's start this from a 1-2. So left, left, so left, right, here. All right.
But instead of pulling me over this time, you just have to like, he's gonna come back and tackle me. Oh no. Oh. All right. Comes down and grabs. You know, maybe he's gonna throw that punch. Right? You else kind of see this? That's my Muso Dori. Okay. Oh, get that leg up. Yep, or hands.
Could you grab his, like, if you wanted to, his tricep?
Oh God, I could. There is no doubt, Mr. Ryder. So let's replay that one more time. So now we're just doing it from left. So now we just all we did was added that in. That's all I did. I didn't do anything crazy. So 1, 2. Snow sparkle too, by the way. Okay, that's not a sparkle. All right, is that this comes in and then sparkle. All right, down. And are you? Yeah, you. Oh, get in the guard. Get in the guard. He comes in with that punch. Get on the other side of this arm. Here. Okay. Pushing. Rotating. For a minute, let's just practice the acquisition of Muso Dori. So here, get this lapel. It's actually just for ease purposes. Go grab the shoulder. You can hold the shoulder down. You put that like that. Okay. Just leg up, leg down. Okay. We're gonna rotate to the other side. I'm gonna strip out, get to the other side. Get my hand here. Okay, I got cover. It's a block. Now I'm gonna roll back under my arm. I'm never gonna pull him over. My legs will actually prevent it. Put my hips back under over here. That he goes over. This now goes up here. Come on. We got the break. Okay, one more time. Here. Shrimp. Hips under. And the other way. This way. The rest of it's easy from there. You guys are easy for you better than that. Let's do it a couple times just from that bottom position. All right, Arden threw the knee in to make it more difficult for y'all. All right, but so thank Arden for that one. All right.
This again is very inopportune for me. He throws that punch. Fuck, I'm in here. If I am out at this, I can gain distance to try to get away. And if I rolled straight over right now, his hand's gonna be in front of me. I have no Muso Dori. It won't happen. All right? We can go into something else, but the Muso Dori is not an option. So as I roll over this way, I'm actually going to sink in on him this way to ensure that this gets up to here. And so now I got the whole, I have him up there, got all this braking area for miles. And this is up here now. So I'm pretty happy. Okay? All right. So as you're going around, you're gonna sink back down that arm a little bit to get it back in there. If not, it's just gonna go off the front of your chest. You can do hongiyakus and fun stuff like that, but that's not this class.
Definitely get a chance to work on this a little bit more this week. These sort of inside arm bars are, it's a technique unto itself, but it was really cool. I wanna give Alan a shout out here because working with Paul on this is it's like trying to rip open a tree, trying to flip the tree. And as soon as you made one small structural change by getting that knee and that hip, your whole body coming over. What a change just in like one little thing. Well done. I'll pass it over to you.
You guys looked really, really good. I mean, I don't think I threw a lot at you tonight. You know, threw a showdown level kata from Shinden Fudo Ryu at you. We didn't go deep into it, but you guys were able to get through it, get the takedown, get the transition, work a counter, work another counter, work variations off it. That's hard. You know, that's very hard. That could be, I would imagine people teaching that in like a seminar, you know, kind of working that. So that was actually very, very impressive. Do you think we should give Alan a yellow belt?
Yeah, I think we should.
I think so too.
I think we should.
White belts shouldn't be able to do that, should they? All right, I'm gonna get him a yellow. You talk for a little bit. Yeah. All right.
So, yay, this is fun.
Yeah.
Very easy to start thinking again of these techniques as sort of a separate thing or a goal in their own right. Being able to actually say, you know, unlike, you know, your first time going through a ground fighting unit, actually being able to apply body movement principles to this and seeing success out of that. Yeah, we like
Stand on up, buddy.
on that.
Stand on up. Let's take that belt off. No, it's just we've been on the ground. Yeah, no, white belts shouldn't be able to do that. So let's add some color to that thing. All right, so I don't know if you know, we got a little Mr. LeBay. So we got a little tradition here.
Sorry.
Tighten up. 1, 2, 3. Nice job, sir. Very good. Okay.
Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like that, check out the one we did a couple weeks ago when we looked at multi-ki yaku on the ground and how it can actually be used to easily kind of flip people over. Thanks again. See you on the mat.